Alright, hell yeah. Today we're going to multiply two different ways. So I came across square root of 3 today, and I forgot. I usually memorize these to 3 decimal places. So I knew it was 1.7. I just didn't know if it was 1.732 or 23. So that's what we were going to explore. And so I was just like, well, how do I check this by hand calculations? So I'm going to go 173 times 173. And then I'll also multiply 172 times 172. And just for kicks, I'll multiply 174 times 174. So as a decimal, 1.73, you know what I mean? This should be just less than 3. This should be greater than 3, you know, if I put the decimals in here. And this should definitely be less than 3. I just, if this is the right answer, then this should be greater than 3. So that's kind of what we're checking. We're checking to see if this is less than or equal to 3. And if this is less than 3, I'm good to go. Because I for sure know square root of 3 is not 1.74. I just know it to 3 decimal places, and sometimes I get these mixed around. So the classic way to multiply this would be 173 by 173. And kind of doing it in the classic way. We're going to FOIL this. So to FOIL it, I'm going to, and you get 9 terms here, you know what I mean? So it's 100. If you think of this 1 as 100 and this 1 as 100, it's going to be 100 times 100, and then 100 times 70, and then 100 times 3. Now we add 70 times 7. 70 times 100, 70 times 70, 70 times 3. Now we'll have 3 times 100, 3 times 70, 3 times 9. So cool. We can speed up that process. Here's how I do it fast. Try to do it as fast as. I'm going to go 1 times 1, and then there's going to be 4 zeros. So that's my first term. Second term is going to be 1 times 70, or 1 times 7 with 3 zeros. And I know I'm going to do the same. Anytime I'm multiplying the same number twice, I know I'm going to get 2 values. I'm going to have this 1 times this 7 and this 7 times this 1. So I'm going to go 100 times 70 is, or 1 times 7 is 7. Double it is 14 with 3 zeros. So we have the 3 zeros and we get 14. So it's 14,000. Then I'm going to go 100 times 3, but I'm going to have 2 of those. So that's going to be 600. And then I'm going to go to the second term. I'm going to have 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. That's 49 with 2 zeros. And then I'm going to have 7 times 3, but I'm going to have 2 of those. So I'm going to have 7 times 3 is 21. With a 0, that's going to be 210. Double it's 410. 420, sorry about that. And then the last term is 3 times 3 is 9. Cool. I don't know. So, you know what I mean? A lot of errors, a lot of places to make mistakes if it's your first rodeo on that one. This is 10 and 19. This is 9, and this is 2. So let's see how we did. So we have 3 times 3 is 9. Like, obviously, this is just super fast. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 3 is 3. 4, 5. Throw a 0 here, 21. So we're going to have 21. We're going to have 49, 50, 51. And then we're going to have 7, 12. 2 more zeros, we're going to have 3. I mean, it's just the same thing, so that's pretty fast. Alright, 9, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 2. Okay, so we get the same answer. So if we FOILed this with 9 terms, I'm going to have, I'm going to have 1 times 1 with 4 zeros. Then I'm going to have 1 times 7 with 3 zeros. So that's 7 with 3 zeros. And then I'm going to have 1 times 3 with 2 zeros. Move on to the next term. 7 times 1 with 3 zeros. So that's another 7,000. 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. And then 7 times 3 with 1 0. Next term, 3 times 1 with 2 zeros. And then 3 times 7 with 1 zero. And then 3 times 3 is 9. Sweet. And if I'm adding these, if I have all these 9s, I'm just going to block them out just so I keep on track. And I got a 9 here. I have a 2 here. Then I have, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Anytime I do that, it's always good to be like, couldn't I have done that faster? You know what I mean? Like, what do I see here? I see a 5. I see another 5. I see 19. Cool. So we did, and then we got 14, 15, 19. And then we have 2. Cool. So we did that both ways. And this one is under 3. So then I know for sure that square root of 3 is 1.732. I don't need to do this one because that would be for sure less. But let's do them both and use the method to see if this is something you would do. So 1.74 times 1.74. We're going to see if this is greater than 3, and it will be. I don't like to mess with decimals. I just know, let's just round this up to 2. Let's say you were multiplying 2 times 2. You would get 4. Cool. And then round down. It's going to be 1 times 1 is 1. So your number is going to be in between 1 and 4. That's why you don't have to worry about decimals. You know what I mean? So that's probably the best part of this whole video, is if you don't want to worry about decimals, just figure out where your number is actually going to land, and then you can just get rid of the decimals. So now we can just multiply 174 by 174. And obviously this is the fastest. You know what I mean? 4 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 1 is 29. 4 times 1 plus 2 is 6. Another 0. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 7 is 49. 50, 51. 7 times 7 times 1 plus 5 is 12. 2 more zeros and 174. So yeah, so not bad. 7, a 1. We have 8, 12, 9, 11, and 3. But maybe I made a mistake, you know what I mean? I tried to go as fast as possible. So now we're going to do the FOIL method. And for the FOIL method, it is good to write it out like this. And let's try to do the fastest way. So I have 10,000. 1 times 1, 4 zeros. I'm going to have 1 times 7 with 3 zeros, but that's going to be 14 with 3 zeros. I'm going to have 1 times 4. That's going to be 8 with 2 zeros. I'm going to have 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. 7 times 4 is 28 with 1 zero. I can't do that one fast in my head, so I'll just move on, and then we have 16. Cool. So we have 6, 16, 17. Hey, we're doing pretty good. This is going to be 18, 20, 22. Hey, we're doing pretty good. 6. And, oh, did we mess up? 8. Oh, sorry. This is 8, 10. Sorry about that. And 3. So, yeah, did we get a little carried away somewhere? 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Yeah, I did this last time. I actually have made this video twice, and I made that same error. That's bizarre. So I don't know why I'm making this mental error, but that's why I would double check. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Because if I get 2 different answers, I can double check. So let's just crank this one out again. 16, 28, 29, 4, 6. Yeah. 4 plus 2 is 6. 28, 51, 12. 2 zeros, 174. So 6, 17. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then here, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my bad on that. Hell yeah. And so that's our answer. So again, this is a good way to double check. And our number is greater than 3 because, we get this big monstrosity, but it's got to be a number between 0 and 1. So it's 3.0276. That's also a good pro tip. All right, hell yeah. So we'll do the other one. One more. We're going to multiply 1.723. I mean, if I just thought it was this, 1.723. And so I'm just going to multiply 172 times 172 using the FOIL method. So, and let's do it the slower way. So 1 times 1 with 4 zeros. 1 times 7 with 3 zeros. 1 times 2 with 2 zeros. Move on to the 7. 7 times 1 with 3 zeros. 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. 7 times 2 with 1 zero. 2 times 7 with 1 zero. And then 2 times 2 is 4. Alright, hell yeah. So we got 4, 8. This is going to be 10, 13, 14, 18, 19. Alright, and 2, 2, 9, 3, 8, 4. So let's see if we made a mistake. I don't know, because I feel like I make a mistake on either of these equal. But these are such different methods that it's a great double check for mental math. So we got 4, 14, 3, 14, 49, 50, 7 and 12, and then 172. 4, 8, 5, 9, 2. So yes, so we made a mistake somewhere. Let's double check this. And again, I don't know, I like to go fast, and I don't mind making mistakes, but I try to come up with a lot of different ways to catch my errors. And let's see if we could double check this. So we have 1 times 1 with 4 zeros, got it. Because sometimes my numbers were a little bit out of line. So we had 4, 8, this was going to be 9, 10, 11, 10, 13. And then we had 14, 15, 19. Yep, so we're off on this one. Alright, now I'm going to do, well, let's do that same method. So 1 with 4 zeros. 7 with 3 zeros. 2 with 2 zeros. 7 with 49 with 2 zeros. 14 with a 0. 14 with a 0. And a 4. I think we foiled wrong. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should have 9 terms. Where am I messing up? 1 times 1, 1 times 7, 1 times 2, and then we go 7 times. So we got 1, 2, 3 terms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, so I'm just messing up the foiling part. So this is kind of interesting. So we got that, we got that, and we got that. Move on to the 7. We have this. Oh, so that's where I'm messing up. Because when I do it fast, I kind of, yep, so let's start over. So 1 times 1 is 1 with 4 zeros. 1 times 7 with 3 zeros. 1 times 2 with 2 zeros. Now move on to the 7, but I got to go 7 times 1. So we have 7 times 1 with 3 zeros. 7 times 2 with 1 zero. See, and I messed up again. 7 times 1 with 3 zeros. 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. 7 times 2 with 1 zero. Now move on to the 2. So I got to go here, then there, and then there. So we got 200, 14, so 2 with 2 zeros. We got 14 with a 0. and then we got 4. So we should see these doubling up, you know what I mean? So just the things that double up, and we should have 9 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if we did this faster, I would do this. I would see that, hey, this is 1 times 1 with 4 zeros, so I would at least do that one first. And then I would go 1 times 7 with 3 zeros. But that's going to be or I'd do this. I would say 1 times 7 is 7, but double it, because I'm going to do the other one, is 14 with 3 zeros. And then I'm going to go 1 times 2, but I'm going to have this also. So it's 1 times 2. That's going to double it, 4 times 2 zeros. Then move on to here, 7 times 7 with 2 zeros. And then I'll go 7 times 2 is 14. I'm going to double it, 28 with 1 zero. And then I'm done. Now I can move on. So that way I can do it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. So if your numbers are the same, you can do it with 6 terms. If your numbers are different, if I was doing 192 times 273, then you're going to have to do 9 terms and add them up. Alright, so let's do it. So we got 4, 8, yep. And then we have, yeah, that was going to mess me up. 10, 15, 14, 19, 2, 9, and that's what we have over here. 2, 9, 5, 8, 4. Alright, hell yeah. So, I want to do one more, because, you know, I thought square root 3 was 1.732. And so that would be 1.732 multiplied by 1.732. And this is for sure I don't like to multiply it like this. But let's do it both, and we'll end with the FOIL method, and we'll see. So I'm just going to say, hey, this is either 2 times 2 is 4 or 1 times 1 is 1. The answer has to be between there. Now I can get rid of the decimal. And I'm going to stack these and multiply it like this first, and then we'll do the FOIL method. So we got 4, 6, 14, 2, 3. Add a 0, 6, 9, 21. 3, 4, 5. Add 2 zeros, 14. 21, 22. 49, 51. 7, 12. Add 3 zeros. And then hell yeah, we just crush it out. 1, 7, 3, 2. Cool. So that it's not half bad doing it that way. Like, obviously there's a reason why that's probably the fastest method. It just bores me. Like, I want to have a double check. So we got 10, 18. What do we have? 4, 8, 9. 8, 9. 9. 2. And what we would expect. Hey, this is going to be really close. So this is 2. I don't have to write it again. Just put a decimal right there. This is 2.99824. Alright, so now let's do the FOIL method. 1732 multiplied by 1732. And we'll try to do the fast as. So 1 times 1 was 6 zeros. Okay, now we're going to have 1 times 7 is, and then double it, 14 with 5 zeros. Cool. And then we're going to have 1 times 3, double it, 6, with 4 zeros. Then we're going to have 1 times 2, double it, 4, with 3 zeros. Move on to this, we're going to have 49 with 4 zeros. And then we're going to have 7 times 3 is 21, double it, 42 with 3 zeros. And then we're going to have 7 times 2 is 14 with 2 zeros. Move on to the next one. 3 times 3 is 9 with 2 zeros. 3 times 2 is 6. We're going to have 2 of those with a 0. Oh, yeah. 3 times 6 is 2. So we're going to have 12 with a 0. And then we're done with that. Move on to the next one. 2 times 2 is 4. A lot of places for error, but it's just, I don't know, I just find it enjoyable. And it's a great one in your wheelhouse to just double check reality on this. So hell yeah, we got our 4. We got our 2. We should have 14. Oh, so we're off here. Yeah, it's probably not the best method. But maybe I'm off here. You never know. So let's at least finish this one out. And we'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 19, 9, 2, 2, 9, 9, 8, 4, 2, 4, 2, 9, 9. Yeah, 2, 4. Let's see. So this is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, well, what are we adding here? Oh, right here. So we have 12. And this is going to be 10, 18. All right, so let's redo the FOIL method just to see if we made a mistake. And we'll just do it line by line. So now we're going to have 6 zeros. We're going to have 7 with 5 zeros. We're going to have 3 with 4 zeros. Two with 3 zeros. Move on to the next one. 49 with 4 zeros. Oh, see, and I messed up because if I go line by line, I'm going to go 7 times 1. That's going to be 7 with 5 zeros. Cool. Now I'm back on track. 7 times 3 is 21 with 3 zeros. 7 times 2 is 14 with 2 zeros. Cool. Now the 3. I'm going to have 3 with 4 zeros. I'm going to have 21 with 3 zeros. I'm going to have 9 with 2 zeros. 6 with a 0. And done. Moving on, I'm going to have 2 with 3 zeros. 14. Alright, got some more juice. And I don't even know where I was. If this was a 60, this had to bend the 3 times 2. And then I went 2 times 3 zeros, 14 with 2 zeros, so that's where we're at. Now we have 6 with 1 zero, and then we have 4. Okay, hell yeah. So let's add these up. I got no room to add, but I got 4. I'm just going to leave that there. Booyah. We have 12. We got this 10 and 18. Oh, so if I have an 18, put a 1 there. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 14, 18, 19. So we got 2999824. That's what I get. So let's redo this, because maybe I made a mistake. And this brings up a topic of, like, if you're doing math, don't feel bad about doing the same problem, you know, at least twice. Like, mess up. Like, we're double checking our answer, getting a wrong answer, and expect that, and then be able to do it 2 more times. So we're doing the same problem 4 times just to assure that we get the right answer. And that's a skill, just to have, like, patience with things. And it's interesting to see if you can catch your errors. So, like, right here, well, let's just... And sometimes that's a harder process. Is like 2 times 2 is 4. This is going to be 6, 14. Bring up the 1, 2, and 3. 0. We have 6, 9, 21. So there's going to be a 2 right here. 3, 5. Got it? 2 zeros. I'm going to have a 14. This is going to be a 21 with the 22. 49, 51. 7 and 5. 1, 2, 3 zeros and 1, 7, 3, 2. And now maybe I'm just adding wrong. So we got 4, we got 12, 9, 10, and then 18. Oh, okay. No. So this, we got this answer. So this was correct. This was correct. This one was wrong. You know, so somewhere we either didn't add right. So it's this row. We had a 4, 9, and a 4. Where we just have a 4, 9. What did we have here? Yeah, we had a 1, a 4, 9, 4. So 4, 9, 4, 1. And we just have a 4, 9, 1. So obviously there's another 14 that we didn't add. And so, and on this one, let's see what the method. 1 times 1, we got that. 1 times 7, we got that. 1 times 3, 1 times 2. Oh, yes, so here we're trying to do the fast method. 1 times 1. And we just have 1 of those with 6 zeros. Then we got 1 times 7, we got 2 of those. That's 14 with 5 zeros. Got it? And then 1 times 3, I'm going to have 2 of those. So it's going to be 6 with 4 zeros. Got it? And then 1 times 2, I'm going to have 2 of those. So that's going to be 4 with 3 zeros. Move on to the next one. This is going to be 7 times 7 is 49 with 4 zeros. And then 7 times 3, I'm going to have 2 of these, 21. So it's going to be 42 with 3 zeros. Cool. And then 7 times 2 is 14 with 2 zeros. Then move on to the next one. I'm going to have 3 times 3 is 9 with 2 zeros. And then I'm going to have 3 times... Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's see where we made a mistake on that one. 1732, 1732. And the fast method is knowing that if I multiply 1 and 7, I'm going to also multiply 7 and this 1. So I'm going to FOIL this way, 1 to 7. And then when I get to this 7, I'm going to FOIL it to this 1. So, so the first two is 1 with 6 zeros. The second one is, I'm going to double it, so 14 with 5 zeros. This next one is 3, double it, 6 with 4 zeros. 2 with 3 zeros, it's 4 with 3 zeros. Now move on to this next number. And I can bypass this first one because I've already doubled it. So here we did 1, and then we doubled three values. So now 7 times 7 is 49 with 4 zeros. 7 times 3 is 21. I'm going to double it as 42 with 3 zeros. yeah, 7 times 3 is 21, double it, 42, and we still have these 3 zeros. So that's what that is. Cool. And then 7 times 2, we're going to double this one, so that's 14 with 2 zeros. Cool, we're done with the 7, move on to the 3. Now I'm just going to do 3 times 3 is 9 with 2 zeros. 3 times 2 is 6. I'm going to double it as 12 with a 0. Done with this, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Yeah, it'll be interesting if I'm just making a, and so the answer is 2999824. And so let's see if we get this from the faster method. So we got 14. Oh yeah, so yeah, right here we're messing up. Yeah, we should get this. Okay, yeah, so this method probably isn't the best because I make a lot of errors on it. Maybe I'm missing a 0 like on like one of these. Because for this third row we need an 8. Which would be 9 times 1, and we need another 4. It seems like we need, just another 4. Alright, let's double check this. 1 times 1, I'm going to have 1 of those. Checked. 1 times 7, I'm going to have 2 of those. That's 14, and 5 zeros. Cool. 1 times 3, I'm going to have 2 of those. That's 6 with 4 zeros. 1 times 2, I'm going to have 2 of those. That's 4 with 3 zeros. Move on to the next one. 7 times 7 is 49 with those 4 zeros. 7 times 3, now I'm going to have 2 of these. 21 goes to 42 with 3 zeros. 7 times 2, same thing, double it, goes to 28. So there it is. This 7 times 2 is 14, but we got to double it to 28. So that's where, yeah, so we found our error. And then so when we FOIL this, if the numbers are the same, we know there's one outside one, like 1 times 1, that's the only one we have of that. But this 1 times 7 is also going to be added to this 7 times 1. And those are 2 of the same value. So that's what we're trying to do to quicken the process, but easily to make errors. So this is going to be 18, and now everything else should jive. 9, 10, and 19, 9, and 2. Alright, sweet. So I'll do it one last time, and we'll just do it the slower way. 1732 times 1732. So if we FOIL this, we're going to have 1 times 1 with 6 zeros. And then 1 times 7 with 5 zeros. 1 times 3 with 4 zeros. 1 times 2 with 3 zeros. Next term, 7 times 1. 7 times 1, got to hit all of these. 7 times 1 with 5 zeros. And you can kind of see your numbers doubling up. And so 7 times 7 is 49 with 4 zeros. 7 times 3 is 21 with 3 zeros. 7 times 2 is 14 with 2 zeros. Did it, move on to here, but hit them all. 7 times 1 is 3 with 4 zeros. Yep, and we see how that one doubled up. So 3 times 7 is 21 with 3 zeros. 3 times 3 is 9 with 2 zeros. 3 times 2 is 6 with 1 zero. And then we have 2,000. 14 with 2 zeros. 6 with 1 zero. Oof, ran out of room. And then a 4. Put that there. So we have first digit's 4, done with that row. We're going to have 12, 9, 10, 18, 5, 6. Whoa. 7, 8. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And then next row, we're going to have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 14, 18, 19. And then 2. So we get, hell yeah. What do we got? 3 9s. And then a 2. Okay, so sorry I ran out of room there. But hell yeah. So anyway, so a lot of people say don't use your calculator. And especially when numbers get big, you're just like, hell no, no one wants to do it, by hand. And so, and with by hand, you're just going to make a simple error, you know what I mean? Because you're multiplying things, and then you have to multiply and then add, you know what I mean? So this method, it's fast, but I make mistakes of going like, 2 times 3 is 6. And then if I see a 2 up here, or if I see a 3 up here, maybe I'll just multiply by that number instead of add. Sometimes I've made that error. Okay, so hell yeah. So just a foiling method to multiply numbers, and it's a good way to maybe double check your arithmetic. Thanks for joining me, and that's a video.